Well, there are tons of moments I would like to remember. I mean, first of all, what we already mentioned is probably the moment I met Nazgul at the Games Convention 2002. And that's probably the key moment, but I had so many great experiences with gaming so far. Um, Probably the biggest and one of the most influential was going to Lissabon as a Supreme Commander player and actually winning the title for Germany. And as odd as it may sound, we also played Stalker, Battlefield, and Quake at that event. And so it was like a multi-gaming event. I think every country could send 4 players, but they could decide themselves how they want to mix them. They could have sent a pure Battlefield team, or in our case, we had 2 Quake players and 2 Supreme Commander players. Oh, and 2 Stalker players, so it was 6 players. And the last game we had to play to actually win the event was Quake 4 Capture the Flag. And we knew if we are going to win this game, we have the gold medal. And it was a really crazy game. We are playing against the pure Capture the Flag pro team. And my brother and I haven't been playing Quake for quite a long time. But we somehow managed to actually defend the flag for quite a time. So we are the defenders, and the pro Quake players of our team were the attackers, basically. And it was a 7-minute game. And the score was 0-0 after 70 minutes. And we lost the flag, and everybody of us died except one player. But then he somehow managed to get the flag, kill everybody else, and score. And after 75 minutes, we actually won the game. That was. I don't think I will ever forget the moment we won that, because it was crazy.
It sounds like a very memorable moment indeed. A well-earned victory there. And I am sure it's just one of many, many to come. Congratulations on that win, and let us also reiterate when in the near future you will be trying once again to win very hard, though dedicated to Starcraft 2 these days, and where and when people can meet you, because you'll be going places, and you can shake people's hands if they wash them and if you want to. Where will you be going next?
Well, as I said, next week I'm going to Cologne again to the Gamescom, and I think there will be many people who will have the option, or if they want to, they can meet me, of course. I'm very open to that. And I think I've got some messages of your fellow Swedish citizen, and many of them are going, and I'm looking forward to meet them.
That is great. That is great. I'm sure there will be quite a queue lining up, and you've been confirmed that you'll be going to BlizzCon, I believe, in California sometime in October.
Yeah, for sure, and that's going to be pretty cool too, I guess. I mean, for me personally, it's even cooler to just meet the people than actually competing in any event. I'm a very social person, and it's so fun to meet everybody.
Indeed, it is. I wish I was going, but I'll be enjoying it from afar. And I'm sure many American and international fans will be thrilled to hear that you'll be there playing and socializing as well. The entire StarCraft and Blizzard title elite will be present at that event, of course, and it's an excellent opportunity to meet all the famous people in person. So best of luck and happiness to all of those people who got a ticket. So, Chilo, it's been a very rewarding interview, I feel personally. Are there any other things you'd like to mention, shout-outs or famous last words? Maybe some secrets you want to hint at? I don't know.
Well, first of all, I really need to thank, and I really want to thank the Little App Factory for sponsoring Liquid. Matthew Peterson is making so many things possible for us, and it's really amazing of him to support us.
He's great in that way, yeah.
Yeah, he's also a really great human being, I have to say, without trying to get too much of a man crush going on here. But it's really great.
A formidable geek indeed. I had him on the show a while back. I hope to have him back again soon, and he can talk more about being a sponsor and where he wants to go with Liquid from a professional and nerdy perspective. So a big shout out to Matthew Peterson of the Little App Factory indeed. Other than that, TLO, and any other final things you'd like to mention before we round this off?
Well, maybe one thing. I can tell you there's something huge coming. I can't really tell you what it is right now, but it is going to be very great. And I think people will be getting nerd chills all over their body when they hear it. So I leave it with that.
Well, thank you for saying that much. I think we will all be liquidated with joy once we get to know some more. But let's leave it at that for now. Thank you very much for revealing. Also, thank you ever so much for coming on the show. It's been a great pleasure, and just to sort of digitally meet you in person as a great fan, it's been a joy. So thank you so much, TLO, and I wish you the best of continued luck in your pro gaming career, and I hope you'll be able to come back on the show in the future when there's more to say sometime.
Sure. As always, it's been very cool to talk to you, and maybe one day we can meet in person on some cool Starcraft event.
I hope so indeed. Best of luck beating your nemesis and all the others at the upcoming tournaments. We will all be watching for sure.
Thanks, man. I'm going to try my best.
Of course you will. Thank you again, and GG and out. Well, friends, you just got TLO'd, and I hope you liked it. TheLittleOne is a hell of a guy and a formidable player, one to be feared, respected, and indeed loved. I hope this interview answered some questions you might have had, and that it went a bit deeper than most in enlightening us all about what drives him as a player, and what enables him to truly be one of the few, though they're getting more of them, who are able to make a full-time living as pro gamers. The dream for us nerds is becoming more and more of a reality, and that's very, very good to see. Since the release of Starcraft 2, things have really been happening in the community, and more mass media interaction with the community. There are announcements all over the place. The GSL, the GomTV Blizzard collaboration, creating this international global league. Others announcements as well, the reformation of Liquid, and you see in magazines, newspapers mentioning StarCraft 2, mentioning esports in connection with StarCraft 2. It's quite amazing indeed, and now when everything is out, when everything is happening, more and more big names will be coming on the show, that I can promise you. I wouldn't mind having Madfrog on soon, that we just might be able to make that happen. He's of course TLO's opponent from the show match in Cologne from last weekend. Big Warcraft 3 veteran who's been secretly practicing StarCraft 2 during the beta under a Smurf account and now appeared out of nowhere. Got a sponsorship from SK Gaming and put up one hell of a fight against TLO. Well done, Madfrog. And also now that GomTV has announced their thing, Tasteless just might be able to do that appearance on the show that we've been talking about, and some other feelers out there as well. So do stay tuned if you like this sort of thing. If so, there's a subscribe button up there, a thumbs up button down there, and if you want to help make the nation grow and indeed spread the word about esports to people who would love it if they only knew about it, feel free to use that share link on Facebook or Twitter. You can spread it to those you know, and from there it could take off and take off. Other than that, I'll live on your questions and your feedback. Do let me know what you thought of this interview, about the format, about the show. There are some things happening that will be apparent. I'm working on it constantly. It's a process, but we're heading for the sky. I can assure you that much. The ambition is nothing less than that. So Do post your comments down below and stay classy on Battle.net. It's the way to be. No names mentioned. And I'll see you guys next time, as a certain very well-known commentator would say. Cheers.